Hi, everyone. My name is Philip Borden, and I'm a Principal Product Marketing Manager at Twilio, where I work with Twilio Flex, our digital engagement center for service and sales. Today, I'm really excited to be participating in my first virtual Enterprise Connect, and I may have met a few of you back in March in Orlando in person. But today, I'm excited to talk about how to activate real-time data and artificial intelligence in your customer experience. Now, I know as a marketer, these terms have been thrown around a lot lately. It seems to be in every piece of marketing collateral that's out there. But today we want to talk about how it's possible to use real-time data to personalize your customer's experience, but also to optimize the artificial intelligence that you deploy to simplify self-service for your customers and to improve your agent's experience. Now, this does sound pretty ideal. So what are some of the challenges that organizations have faced when trying to deploy this kind of experience? Well, first, capturing the right data. Historically, only 48% of organizations have captured data that drives context-based customer engagements. And so if you're not collecting the right data, it's really hard to activate this data to then personalize the conversations that you're having with your customers. Thankfully, there is an upside to this, and that if you do invest in capturing the right data and activating this to personalize the experience, 56% of customers that were surveyed in Twilio's State of Customer Engagement report communicated that they would become repeat buyers if they received a personalized experience. 80% of business leaders also saw these results. When they were surveyed, they communicated they saw an average of 38% increase in revenue when they invested in the right data to then personalize that end customer's experience. So we know that providing a personalized experience is going to rely on capturing the right data. And this is critical for businesses to succeed today. But how do you create that customer profile and connect all of those dots to then personalize the actual conversation? This has also been a challenge for organizations because data tends to be siloed across a wide variety of applications and solutions, whether it's data living in your CRM, your website data, your application, the communications that your customers have received, or of course, all of the valuable information you have in the data warehouse that you haven't been able to activate and bring in to personalize that customer conversation. So delivering a personalized experience is really a data management challenge. It requires advanced data orchestration to connect all of the data points that you have about this specific customer so that your customer, when they engage, is seen as an individual and the experience understands what they may be looking to accomplish. But this data and breaking down those data silos doesn't just improve your customer experience. It also empowers your employees who are now managing conversations with this customer and have a full view of the customer's activity on the website, the application, the communications they've received, all of the rich data you have in the data warehouse that you're now able to activate, as well as your CRM. So all of these data points can provide your agents or your sales teams with the information that they need to personalize that conversation and align with the customer on what they're hoping to accomplish. Twilio's customer engagement platform was designed to address these challenges. At its core, Twilio's customer engagement platform has the leading customer data platform, as well as a leading communications platform. So you have a data infrastructure where you're able to collect and then activate information about this specific customer, and then use that information to deliver communications through their preferred channel, whether it's voice, email, messaging, or WhatsApp, whatever it may be. You can have a personalized communication delivered to that specific individual. And then Twilio's customer engagement platform also provides a solution layer that provides an intuitive user experience for your employees to manage these conversations across all of these channels with the data that is needed to personalize that interaction across sales, marketing, service, as well as security and identity. Now today, I want to focus on service and sales and how you can use Twilio Flex and the available data and the native communications to drive a personalized experience. So let's jump into the data. Flex Unify is a data layer for Twilio Flex that provides real-time customer data from multiple enterprise systems to empower your customer-facing teams. In the middle and the focal point of this customer experience is what I like to call, and we like to call it Twilio, the golden customer profile. And this is information about every interaction and activity that your customer has made with your business across the website pages that they were viewing, the mobile application, the server information, and the cloud apps that you have, as well as the communications that that specific customer has received from your business. But it also allows you to dive into all of that rich data that you have in your data warehouse and activate that information to live alongside all of the other information from your website and application to create that golden customer profile. You then can use that golden customer profile in real time to drive personalization through the communications that you have and the conversations that you have in Twilio Flex. Personalizing every interaction and having the data orchestrated in real time on the back end of every experience that customer has. So now your agents understand that this customer was just looking at a password reset page and maybe calling in to help reset a password. Or maybe they were looking at how to cancel their account and should be routed to the proper agent to help retain that business. Or maybe they just received a communication from your business and have a question about it. Your agent is able to align very easily because they have access to all of the activity that this customer has seen and can help resolve or help them accomplish what they're looking to do in that specific conversation. So now how do you take this data and also automate some of these processes? This year, Twilio released Customer AI. And Customer AI is another technology layer for Twilio Flex that allows you to improve and optimize your automations that you are using to really differentiate the self-service as well as the agent experience for managing a customer conversation. But it starts with, once again, you guessed it, data. The wide breadth of data that you have in the golden customer profile, from your customer data and the website interactions and the application and communications that are from in the engagement data on the Twilio's customer platform. It's then using this information to power the artificial intelligence that you deploy. Because we know that artificial intelligence is only as good as the data that is powering that interaction. So now you're able to deploy automations and self-service motions that are personalized to your customer. And of course, the customer AI flywheel here, which we like to talk about because every interaction that you have with a customer is an opportunity to learn more. So that every interaction you have provides more data points, which allows you to improve how you re-engage with that customer through service, sales, and even marketing. And Twilio's platform is open and extensible by nature, and Customer AI is as well, allowing you to integrate the AI provider that is right for your business. We have recently launched partnerships with Google Cloud CCAI, but we know that customers may be using an artificial intelligence that they like because artificial intelligence has been around in contact center for years. But now there's the valuable data in real time that can be driving all of the optimizations that you're looking to deploy by using that golden customer profile. So now let's take a look at an example. So here we have Jessica Drew. And Jessica, like many people this summer, it seems, is planning international travel. She recently browsed on the bank's website to look at international ATM withdrawal fees. She then attempted to log into her account, but like a lot of us, misplaced her password and was locked out after 3 attempts. So Jessica does what all of us would. She calls the number on the back of her credit card. At this point, real-time data is driving dynamic menus specific to Jessica. So the first self-service menu option that she sees or hears on this voice call is dynamically password reset. Jessica is able to complete the self-service password reset, but then request to be transferred to a live agent. Once again, real-time data jumps in to actually improve the routing here and connect Jessica with a banking specialist with knowledge on international fees, who already anticipates this question and is able to align with Jessica really quickly on her questions around international fees, answer them to reduce handle time, all while providing Jessica with a valuable customer experience. But this is just one example of how you can use real-time data and automations to deliver on voice. But I'm going to pass it over to Charlie Avila, who's a Flex strategic architect, to talk about some more examples with Twilio Flex and actually get into the user interface. Now, Charlie's team is one of my favorite at Twilio because they engage with enterprise customers to help them accomplish their vision using real-time data and that golden customer profile, AI, and solutions like Twilio Flex to really deliver a differentiated customer experience. Charlie, I'm going to pass it over to you.
Thanks, Phil. Today, we're going to go and take a look at an example of a customer engagement. And at the center of that engagement is my customer's experience and how, as an agent, I can go and leverage tools like customer AI and my customer's golden profile to go and really enhance and enrich my ability to service my customer. So here, as an agent, I'm coming back from lunch and I can go and make myself to be available. And as the system sees me available and the interactions are being routed, there's my first interaction today, a chat. And I see that Paula Torres is coming in, so I can go and accept that. Now, previously, I've been able to go in and just scan across the agent's interaction with our virtual agent. So in this example here is Paula is being served by a virtual agent here, leveraging AI through dialogue flow. And I see that she's going through a transaction to go and look at some shoes, to be able to go in and purchase those shoes in their cart, but having some challenges across that. But immediately, the enhancements here of what Twilio Flex offers, the agent experience, providing a very dynamic and extensible UI UX. I can now see things about Paula that previously I didn't even know. And this is the strength of the golden profile. Here, I can go in and see details about Paula, and I can go in and see where she prefers to go in and shop. All of this is information that was beyond my fingertips, but by bringing that into our customer data environment and centralizing that around Paula and her profile, I can now go and see even more the journey that she's been on over time, viewing products and working there. And as I look, I can see there's the history of purchase that she's had in the past and products that she's interacted with on the website there. But most importantly is now we get to the real truth of how I can go and be more efficient through AI-induced automation. We see next best actions being presented to me. I can go and look and choose to go and greet Paula in that fashion. And so I can go in and see that and present that there. But one of the best things that AI is doing for me as an agent, instead of having to go and spend all of those few minutes or chat with Paula saying, please wait while I review your account, AI is summarizing that for me right there. I can go and see why she's engaging, who she is, and what's important to her. And this is the value and the benefit of the heartbeat of that customer profile, bringing that data together from all those different points in the enterprise, my CRM, my e-business profile, the shipping and things about those products that they have. Here, customer AI enriches my experience, and that's important for me because I want to go in and, as an agent, help my customer quickly resolve their questions fast and provide the best experience, whether it's across a chat channel or any channel. Twilio Flex can be leveraged across calls, SMS, chat, and more social calls in this same fashion, driving forward this type of an AI leverage experience. But then not only is it good for my customer in a self-service mode or me as an agent-attended service, it also extends itself very succinctly to our supervisors and team leads. So now as I switch hats, I can be a team lead and through the power of Flex, be able to see those team members on my call and be able to see the skills and the things that are important to them. But more importantly, when I want to go and manage that team, I can see here's that summary of Barbara interacting with Paula in that live chat and seeing a summary here in the right-hand side pane of that interaction and via the native default tools of what Flex can offer, allowing me as a supervisor to interact on that voice channel to coach Barbara or in the chat to monitor that and aid in that type of an application. Here, Twilio Flex provides for us a very rich environment to be able to go in and interact not only from an agent experience and bringing forward that automation that AI offers across the collection of data elements that form the heartbeat of our customer and our customer's golden profile. AI has taken things to the next level. And Philip, our customers use this in a myriad of different ways, and we can't wait to go and see what our future customers will do and how AI will go and help them as well. Phil, this concludes the portion of the demo that we had prepared for today. Let's transition to go in and talk a little bit about our customers, summarize those value benefits, and take next steps.
Thanks, Charles. That was really an impressive demonstration of real-time data, AI, and using that to empower not only the customer with a self-service flow, but with the agent there and Barbara being able to actually align really quickly and using that AI and those recommended responses to guide that conversation. Now, a few things that I picked out in that interaction, first was that strong understanding of the customer, Paula. And then being able to not only personalize that self-service, but the interaction that Barbara was having with Paula. And that really did empower Barbara as an employee, and especially that really easy to use interface to have that conversation. So I know you mentioned that we've seen some enterprise customers using this, and can you speak a little bit more about how they're seeing the value in this kind of flow for a customer?
Absolutely, Philip. And so as we engage with our customers, both new as well as our prospect customers, they're very much interested in always is like, how do we go and improve our customer experience? And so the elements of customer AI and the foundation of that provides now a new paradigm, a paradigm to go and bring that data of my customer from all those disparate sources into a single place. It's not a replication of data, Philip, but it's more so is like a synchronization of data. And with the CDP as the heart of that customer heartbeat it's bi-directional from that perspective. So as you mentioned earlier, is like having the right data in the right place is important. And once we've got that, Twilio can now offer that to personalize that experience. And we see our customers doing that in a myriad of ways on the front end, in that self-service mode, in the agent or in the customer self-service mode for handling and managing their tickets, working with their orders, or solving the simple problems that they can do. And AI can help there as well. But yet we saw in the demo, and our customers are doing this quite succinctly, driving value for their customers by bringing together those tools, the information that agents need to personalize the agent experience. And so we have customers that are bringing that data in and now leveraging AI to go in and do things like we've illustrated here, provide summaries of that. But the most importantly, it's that openness of that Flex desktop, which provides and unlocks the ability to go in and bring that data and display it appropriately. No longer do agents need that, please wait while I look up your account, or wait, I'm going to go in and pull that information out of this other application. Flex in that single pane of glass can be that one.
And and that's, I think the reducing of switching between tabs, we hear that from like a lot of customers is they still have agents switching between tabs that, really manage that single conversation. And I think just having that time back to really have all data in front of them is really important. So what data integrations are you seeing most commonly deployed for Twilio Flex?
Great question. So across our customer base, they're bringing in that data from the enterprise. Now, not all of it, but summarizing it for the agent. So it could be just details about the contact, details about that lead being presented within the Flex UI, right? It could be details surrounding like their order, as we illustrated here in that retail-based example, right? And yet we also have customers that leverage the openness of Flex to entirely embed their business application within the agent experience, bring to the fingertips of the agent now all of those applications. And this is the richness of what Flex offers, and the variety of that experience is the differentiating value of the Twilio Flex UI. So back to your your question there, data comes from lots of different places, and every customer's implementation of Flex is unique, because every customer's business is the same way. And so the agent experience brings together the highlights of their business to go in and better serve their customers.
Yeah, that's a great point. Let's take a look at a couple of customer examples. Now, I know, Charles, you've been close to how Chime deployed Twilio Flex. Could you talk a little bit about how they saw that 12% improvement in customer satisfaction?
Absolutely. So Chime leverages this on the front end. And then with our demo, we talked to about, hey, how AI can be a focal point to go in and solve issues of our customers before they need to be, or without agent attended service. So Chime leverages AI extensively within their environment to go in and solve my issues surrounding my banking, my challenges with this transaction. And Chime has leveraged AI very, very extensively in conjunction with Twilio Studio, our application which provides that digital experience. So that's just on the front end. But Philip, what about Vacasa? How do they leverage that to go and enhance their bookings? And what are the tools that the agents are leveraging?
Yeah, so Vacasa is another great story. And what I like about Vacasa is that they wanted to empower their sales team in the user interface that they were currently using and familiar with, which was Salesforce. And so they actually embedded Twilio Flex into Salesforce for click to call and click to text directly from a Salesforce record. But they also used that data infrastructure from Twilio to provide not only differentiated information about that prospect to really drive outreach, but also to their customer support and to drive decisions on their website to make that dynamic for customers. And that's just, one example of sales. And then of course, it's that connective tissue into support as well. And that's where we saw Toyota Connected with an 18% monthly handle time decrease. And they recently deployed, this was just covered by Twilio, a Google Cloud CCAI integration with Dialogflow CX for their navigation assistance. And the thing I love about that story is that it connects the drivers with their vehicles. And they have a conversational virtual agent that can help them get where they need to go if their GPS goes out. So I just think, looking across the entire customer journey from pre-sales with Chime, sales, and support, they're just using that data and AI to really optimize that customer interaction.
Absolutely. And so Toyota Connected is a unique customer, really driving a differentiated value. They did that through leveraging Flex across their development teams to go and solve problems that were very, very challenging for them. And Flex allows customers to do that differentiated value easily using open tools. And I think, Phil, it's like they spoke at Signal for us a little while ago to talk about the value that they had in that experience. And I think that's a big topic that's coming up. I don't want, maybe I opened the bag too much on that, but we're going to touch on that, aren't we?
Yeah, we will. So let's get into just once again, how is this type of experience possible? We talked about the fact that you need to capture the right data, and that's where the golden customer profile comes in. It's rich data about the customer and their recent activity so that you have a real-time view of what the customer may be looking to accomplish during that specific conversation with an agent or with sales or in that pre-sales in-app chat that we were talking about before. And then it's optimizing the AI that you deploy. So improving the automations and how you're able to drive self-service flows, but also improve your agent experience. And Charles, I really just enjoyed seeing kind of an example with Paula and Barbara, recommended responses that were personalized to Paula and that could be modified by the agent. That's that, once again, the control that the customer has with Twilio Flex.
Absolutely. And those examples really provide, again, the openness of what with Flex, with Twilio as an engagement platform for your customers and customer AI, bringing now your choice of bot. Here we're partnering and providing examples today of interacting with Google, right? But Twilio provides you to go and choose an a la carte menu for your AI as well. And we're here to go and help that.
Yeah, that open and extensible nature of customer AI, since there's a lot of AI solutions out there, we have the native integration with Google Cloud CCI, but that openness allows you to bring in the AI that's right for your business, which is, I think, once again, a huge differentiator when you're deploying a solution that's supposed to be specific to your customer's needs. And that's where Twilio Flex and just the ability to control and adapt the solution, using the core of data and communications, but then having that interface that you walk through, Charles, to really drive that personalization to the customer, but improving that agent experience so that their daily tasks don't include and require switching between a variety of different tabs just to have that conversation.
Absolutely, Philip. And so when we think about this pyramid of data, AI automation, and with Flex on top, in my experience of 25 years within the contact center, Twilio and Flex provides for you that UI UX experience, which now differentiates itself because of its openness and how you can go and tailor that. We talked about our customers, how every environment is unique and different for their business because their business is unique. Now customer AI with the golden customer profile can provide now differentiated value to go in and bring automation to the agent, really driving, getting the agent their tools that they need to satisfy their customers the first time, every time, all the time.
Absolutely. And I think that goes into the customer AI flywheel. And it's once again having the interactions in the contact center with sales or in-app chat, then improving the golden customer profile so that we know data is available in every interaction and customer expectations are going to continue to evolve. And so the data set that you use to drive customer AI or the AI of your choice is going to need to evolve with those expectations. And so that's really where it is this continuous cycle of virtuous engagement. And I think that just really helps differentiate customer experiences moving forward because we know that expectations are going to continue to change over time, especially as AI becomes even more prevalent in the contact center. So when looking at deploying a customer experience, at Twilio, we believe that there should be three key pillars. And we just talked a bit about these. But first is actually driving revenue through your customer experience. And you can do this when you provide a personalized experience to that specific individual customer, when you are aligned with what their expectations and what they're hoping to accomplish when they engage your customer or when your employees. And also having the control of your customer experience to make it your own. I think as Charles mentioned, each business's experience is going to be different because you may want to use a different AI provider or different channels to communicate with your customers. Or you have a unique use case where you need to actually take control of the Flex user interface to make it usable for your employees. And then, of course, being able to adapt. As expectations change, your experience needs to change with them. You may need to add in new channels or integrate new data sets into that profile so that your employees, once again, have a full understanding of what your customers are looking to accomplish, can help them purchase the product that they were just looking on at the website, or if they were looking at the cancellation page, routing that customer to the appropriate agent to help retain that business. It's about adapting and staying ahead of your customer expectations as well as your competition. So if you're interested in learning more about this kind of experience with Twilio Flex, I invite you to come learn more at Twilio Signal, which is happening on August 23rd. This was a brief snapshot of what's available with Twilio Flex and in the Twilio's customer engagement platform. And at Signal, we're going to be diving into, you guessed it, data, AI. So excited to see you all there. Come learn more about Twilio Flex and what type of customer experiences you can deploy. Thanks so much for joining.